Archangel Michael says, "The sound you heard in your spirit last night was not your imagination. It was a divine frequency trying to warn you of what has been set into motion. A transaction has already occurred in the realm of darkness, and your name was whispered during the agreement. Someone, bound by jealousy and consumed by bitterness, has authorized a major move against your peace. A very large payment was made in your name, but not for your benefit. It was made to someone who specializes in destruction, in manipulation, and in setting traps masked as opportunities. The wires have already been crossed. The channels have been opened. This is not a false alarm or just a passing breeze of trouble. It is a concentrated effort to remove you from your destined path. The person who authorized this is not a stranger. They have smiled at you before. They have even offered you help, pretending to be concerned while secretly setting a trap beneath your feet. Archangel Michael says, the money transferred was not for business. It was not for investment. It was a price paid for confusion, for conflict, and for entrapment. You must understand how serious this moment is. The payment was traced in the spiritual realm, and the forces that received it are not working alone. Someone wants you to fall, not just emotionally, but financially and spiritually. They want to isolate you, control the narrative around your name, and make you appear guilty where you are innocent. They've studied your moves. They've tracked your behavior. Now they think they are one step ahead. But heaven has already broken their map. The blueprint they followed to harm you has been intercepted. They don't know the message is already being exposed. Type Amen to get blessing 494. You are not imagining the recent delays. You are not overreacting to the sudden silence of people who used to check on you often. Everything is part of the scheme that was paid for, the manipulation that has already been bought. This person made sure to involve others to hide their own hands. That's why even trusted voices seem distant now. They want you to question your worth, your purpose, and your direction. But something unexpected is happening today. Divine surveillance has been heightened around your life. Every move is being protected under the eyes of heaven's army. They cannot touch what's sealed. But they will try to confuse it, corrupt it, and distract it. You must stay aligned with the voice you feel whispering truth in the middle of the night. Type Amen to get blessing 808. There was an encrypted message shared between two people earlier this week. It looked like harmless conversation, but the real message was coded in their eyes. They were discussing the moment they would make their move. A place is being prepared to trap you. A meeting is being disguised as a celebration. An invitation is coming, but the real purpose is to expose your vulnerabilities. Archangel Michael says, this person used part of the payment to influence someone near you. This secondary person is being told to lure you with emotions, possibly with sympathy or fake apologies. Be alert to sudden kindness that feels too rehearsed. A hidden motive lives inside their smile. Their plan is built on your predictable compassion. They're counting on you to forgive too easily. Type Amen to get blessing 127. They have already selected the moment. A date is marked on a paper you will never see. A call is scheduled that will appear casual, but it will be the signal to move in. But the divine light is already shining in hidden places. A celestial hand is already sweeping the shadows that were hiding their intentions. You are not left uncovered. Even now, as you read this, Their names are being revealed one by one. The money they used was unclean. And the transaction is being reversed by heaven. A divine reversal will scatter the alliance they've built. You will start to see people expose themselves without you even saying a word. Type Amen to get blessing 914. You were not supposed to see this message. The one who paid for your downfall hoped you'd be distracted, busy, or emotionally drained. They didn't expect you to be spiritually awake today, but the alert has reached you. That means your destiny is still on schedule. That means you still have divine backing that overrides human betrayal. They planned this behind locked doors. But the Spirit of Truth has no lock it cannot break. You are being led away from the snare they built with expensive silence. The strange feelings you had the last few nights were not random. Your spirit was trying to wake you up. And now you're fully awake. Type Amen to get blessing 366. Watch out for the next 3 days. You will be offered something you've secretly been praying for, but it will not come in the way you expected. It will be presented through someone who has hidden motives. A trap can look like a blessing, an enemy can sound like a friend. That's why discernment is your strongest shield right now. They're betting on your desperation. They believe you'll accept anything that sounds like help. But you are being given the strength to say no where you used to say yes. Archangel Michael says every bit of money paid to delay your glory is now catching fire in the spirit realm. The agreement has been exposed. The foundation of their strategy is breaking. Type Amen to get blessing 200. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There are surveillance conversations still happening. Someone is watching how you respond to things, just to report it back to the one who funded this move. Be careful with what you post, what you say, and how you react. Their hope is that you will explode, respond irrationally, and destroy your own credibility. But peace is your power now. Silence will protect you more than shouting. The trap set will turn into a revelation. Someone will accidentally speak too much. You will overhear something you were not supposed to know. Don't panic, just observe. Everything is working for you in secret, and the tables are about to turn drastically. Type Amen to get blessing 741. Someone in their circle is about to switch sides. They thought they had full loyalty, but one of them is starting to feel guilty. This person will come to you silently, offering you a warning. You will not know if you can trust them. But what they say will unlock a puzzle that's been bothering your spirit. The truth will come like a sudden breeze, and you will feel it. They are not only trying to delay your elevation, they are trying to frame you for something you did not do. But the documents are being exposed. The payment they made left a trail, and that trail is now pointing back to them. Type Amen to get blessing 811. They wanted to ruin your name, but your name is about to be lifted higher than ever before. The lie they bought will not match the truth that will shine. They tried to buy your destruction, but the divine has already paid for your restoration. They will not be able to understand why things are not working for them anymore. It's because you are covered, you are marked. And heaven does not lose those it has claimed. You are stepping into a spiritual courtroom now. The angels are standing as your defense. And Archangel Michael is cutting every cord attached to this dark transaction. Archangel Michael says, the names involved in this betrayal are now being whispered among angels, what was once hidden is being shouted in the heavens. And very soon, it will echo through the lives of those who dared to plot against you. The person who made the payment is no longer at peace, their plans have started to crumble in their hands. They thought money could control destiny. But they forgot your destiny is not for sale. You were chosen long before they even knew your name. You were set apart before they formed this strategy. And every dollar they spent to destroy you is turning into a divine debt they will have to answer for. Their conversations were recorded in the spirit. Their emails, texts, and whispers are now falling into divine ears. And soon, one of those records will find its way into your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 553. What's coming next will shock even you. A document is going to appear suddenly, something that proves your innocence or exposes their true intent. Do not be afraid when you receive it. It may come through someone unexpected, it may look like a coincidence. But it's been divinely scheduled to arrive at the exact moment you need it. The payment they made was an act of fear, they knew your power and tried to silence it. But your silence is about to roar louder than any accusation they planned. Let them speak, let them plot. The more they move, the more they expose themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You're going to see people fall away from you during this season. Don't try to hold them close. Their departure is part of the divine sweep that clears your path for elevation. Some of them were knowingly involved. Others were just pawns in someone else's game. But none of them can follow where you are going now. Stay quiet. Stay observant. The trap they laid has become their own grave. The energy they spent trying to ruin you is returning to them tenfold. That payment bought a curse, not for you, but for them. Because touching a chosen one comes with a consequence. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There will be silence before the shift. You may feel alone for a moment. That's just heaven pulling you out of the crowd so they can lift you in full view. The pain of the betrayal will be replaced by joy of justice. The delay will be swallowed by divine acceleration. The darkness they summoned will be shattered by the light now rising around you. You were not chosen for defeat. You were chosen for glory through resistance. And every trial was the ground where your blessing is being planted. They thought this payment would erase you. But it has only written your name in heavenly gold. Type Amen to get blessing 702. There will be a sound, a message, a ring, a knock, that marks the moment everything changes. You will feel the shift in your chest, and everything will become clear. They paid to confuse you. But now your clarity is their chaos. The more you rise in peace, the more they fall into pieces. Be ready to walk away from something. Be ready to say no to what you used to accept, because this time, heaven is backing your boundaries. A divine no is more powerful than a forced yes. And you are being guided by divine no's that protect your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 888. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20. A storm may rise before the blessing, but it will not harm you. It is only sweeping away the debris that can no longer walk with you. Watch how suddenly things begin to align. People will begin to apologize without reason. Documents will be delayed in their hands but delivered to you early. Something they tried to block will be unblocked. Someone they tried to silence on your behalf will speak up instead. And the money they used to curse you will be traced back to their hands as evidence. They wanted to cover you in shame, but you will be wrapped in divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 601. This week is not like the last, this is a turning week. What's been under the surface is about to burst forth like a breaking dam. You will hear from someone you thought forgot you, they have not. They were being prepared to help you at the perfect time. The help they tried to stop is already en route, the door they tried to shut has cracked open. And you're standing in front of a breakthrough they could never afford. They paid for a fall, but you're walking into a rise. One they never saw coming. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Do not fear the faces that turn cold. Do not doubt yourself in moments of delay. Everything is being watched by divine eyes that never sleep. The real enemy is scared now. They know their plan is unraveling. They feel your spiritual strength returning, they hear your name being called in higher places. And they're terrified because they can't stop what has already been anointed. That payment they made was the last weapon they had, and now it's dissolving. Heaven has turned the transaction into a testimony. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You will look back on this moment and remember that silence protected you. You will thank God for closed doors. Because now you know they were planning while you were trusting, but your trust was not in vain. You trusted heaven. And heaven has responded. They are now watching you from afar, confused, frustrated, desperate. Because you were supposed to fall. But you rose instead, their payment didn't work. Their plan didn't hold. And now their names are being crossed out of your divine story. Type Amen to get blessing 290. Archangel Michael says their plan had layers. It wasn't just a one-time attack, they invested time, energy, and money thinking they could trap you permanently. But what they didn't know is that their layers are being peeled away, one by one. Every secret meeting, every hidden chat, every silent agreement is being dismantled, and the core of their wicked plan is now exposed before heaven. You are walking into a powerful season where everything that was paid to stop you will become the reason you rise. Their payment was supposed to buy your pain. But instead, it has bought your proof. Very soon, you will hear a confession. It will shock you, but it will also free you. Type Amen to get blessing 311. Someone close to the one who paid for your downfall is starting to feel the pressure, they are seeing signs. They are waking up in fear. They can feel that divine fire is near, they can sense that something is about to go very wrong for the one they helped. And they will begin to back away. Don't be surprised when someone switches sides and offers you details. Don't be surprised when someone you thought was against you starts to avoid the group plotting behind your back. This shift is not accidental, it's ordered. You are being preserved in plain sight. While they planned, you prayed. And your prayer was louder than their payment. Type Amen to get blessing 404. What they meant to destroy you is being transformed into your elevation. The more they pushed against you, the more momentum you've built. Every obstacle has built spiritual muscle inside of you. Now you are stronger than you've ever been. You can see clearer. And your discernment is razor sharp. the money they paid is now turning to dust in their hands. It cannot buy what heaven has blocked. And soon, they will realize they wasted their wealth trying to break what God designed. The very person they hired will abandon the assignment. They'll walk away from the deal. Because the energy around you has shifted completely. Type Amen to get blessing 922. Your name will be mentioned in rooms you've never entered. Not because of scandal, but because of favor. What they tried to tarnish is now shining in purity. A voice is going to defend you when you're not even there. That voice was once silent, but they can no longer watch the injustice unfold. They will speak, and that moment will begin your full restoration. Get ready to receive unexpected communication. An email, a message, a knock, something they tried to hide will be delivered to you. This is divine interception in motion. Their payment triggered the alert, and heaven answered faster than they expected. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Do not entertain guilt. Do not carry the weight of their manipulation. This battle was not your fault. It was born from their own bitterness. They hated how you kept going. They hated how you smiled through storms. They hated that even after rejection, you still had peace, so they paid to manufacture chaos. But even their chaos has an expiration date. And it has now been stamped. You are entering a realm of unstoppable grace. Every seed they sowed in darkness is being dried up by the light. You are no longer walking through fire, you are walking on it. Type Amen to get blessing 633. Everything stolen will be returned in divine sequence. Not one tear you cried will be wasted. Not one night of confusion will go unrewarded. You are going to start hearing things that were said behind your back, not to hurt you, but to heal you. Because the truth is setting you up for promotion. The person who thought they buried you with words is about to witness your resurrection. The one who said, "You won't survive this," will eat their words. Because heaven has decided, you are not finished. In fact, you're only just beginning, and every lie is unraveling now. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You will notice things falling apart around them, their energy will shift. They'll start losing control over the people they manipulated. Some of their closest allies will turn silent. That silence will terrify them. Because they won't know who knows the truth anymore. That's how divine justice works. It never needs to be loud. It only needs to be right on time. And time is up for their plan. You are no longer the target. You are the testimony. Type Amen to get blessing 383. They underestimated the one thing they couldn't see, your spiritual armor. You weren't just living. You were alive, and no payment in the world can override the hand of the divine. Archangel Michael says, the sword has been drawn in the spirit. The protection around you is impenetrable, and the fire they set for you is now at their own feet. They're growing desperate. You'll see it in their actions, you'll hear it in the way they speak without confidence. Let them crumble. Your assignment is not revenge, it is elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 110. They thought your silence was weakness, but your silence was strategy. You were letting heaven move while they were making noise. Now the shift is visible, you are stepping into a divine spotlight. And their darkness cannot dim it. Your path is clearing up like never before, you'll feel lighter. Opportunities will begin to open in rapid motion. Don't be afraid of the speed, it's your reward. What was delayed is now doubled. Type Amen to get blessing 484, you will feel something shifting inside you in the coming hours. A deep sense of release. The burden they placed on you emotionally, spiritually, and energetically is lifting like dust blown away by holy wind. The chains they tried to lock you with are snapping. The whispers they started are turning against them. Every lie spoken in the dark is being reversed in the light. They are watching now. They know their game is up. But they won't admit it. Instead, they will grow quiet. They will try to hide. But their guilt will start showing in everything they do. Type Amen to get blessing 202. They will lose control of the narrative. People they trusted will start speaking differently. Supporters will step back. The very person they paid to assist in your downfall will have a change of heart. Something will happen that opens their eyes. And they will refuse to continue the mission. A secret message meant to harm you will end up in your favor. A leaked conversation, an overheard truth. A misplaced file. These mistakes are orchestrated by the divine. Your protection is no longer hidden. It's loud. Type Amen to get blessing 669. You may have thought the silence around you was rejection. But it was divine separation. Heaven removed you from certain rooms so you wouldn't be caught in the crossfire. Now you'll understand why some people disappeared. Why certain doors didn't open. It wasn't a loss, it was strategy. Your absence was your shield. And now, your reappearance will be your roar. You are not re-entering life as a victim, but as a victor. The battle you didn't ask for is the testimony you never knew you needed. You were built through this. Type Amen to get blessing 818. The moment they realize you're still standing will terrify them. Because everything they feared about you is true. You cannot be broken. They tried to cancel your future. But the ink of your purpose is indelible. It cannot be erased by money, betrayal, or lies. You are rising now with new wisdom. You see clearer. You feel stronger, you trust your intuition again. And your energy no longer accepts what is fake. The truth is your compass, and your soul is fully aligned with divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 300. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They will try one more time. A final act of desperation. A sudden gesture that looks like peace, but it carries manipulation. Do not fall for it. Stay grounded. The moment you sense that false softness, turn inward and listen to your spirit. You are being trained for something bigger. This attack was never about where you were. It was about where you're going, and now, you are on the edge of something monumental. A door they thought they shut permanently is about to swing wide open. Not just for you to enter, but for you to reign. Type Amen to get blessing 595. Someone they didn't expect is about to stand in your defense. A person who was silent before is going to take a bold step. Their words will pierce through every lie that was bought with that money. You won't have to beg anyone. You won't have to explain. The truth will carry its own voice. The ones who once questioned you will now feel ashamed. Their eyes will open, their hearts will soften. Because the divine has declared, this is your time. This is your justice, this is your proof. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Every dollar spent to keep you low will now elevate you. Every message written to destroy you will become evidence of your strength. Every shadow they used to hide behind is being swallowed by light. This is not just your moment of protection. It is your divine promotion. You are being seen in the right light now. Heaven is placing your name on a list higher than the one they tried to erase you from. You are being chosen for something great. And nothing they do can stop it. You will wake up with a new feeling in your chest, peace, peace that cannot be paid for, only granted. Type Amen to get blessing 266. This week will feel like divine wind, unexpected shifts. Sudden silence from people who once fought you. Don't panic, it's the unraveling. The ones who made the payment are now watching their power fade. They will regret what they funded, they will feel the weight of their choices. And you will feel the wings of divine restoration lift you higher. What was meant to end you is now giving birth to the greatest chapter of your life, and your enemies will have no choice but to witness it. Type Amen to get blessing 333.